then everything is achieved. But then the question arises, where should the serving spirit be directed? There are many people in this world who understand this principle of service being superior to enjoyment. But because of lack of a higher spiritual understanding, they serving propensity to the things and objects and people and phenomena of this world, which is much better than constantly trying to of nature. It's still, we are still trapped within this mentality. Spirit to that one supreme entity who enjoys it, and we may think, why does he the enjoyer? He allows this attitude, that part of the mentality. Actually, that one supreme being, one supreme love, automatically is full. Wills in service, and in this lies higher enjoyment, even by receiving that service. Actually, the devotee, that's entity, only for the serving that Lord experiences a greater happiness. Sometimes a minister, and the visitor knew him quite well, and he was waiting in his own time. Finally, the visitor barged into the office because he didn't want to wait any longer. He was given a dozen funny things, and on his hands and knees, grandson had straddled him, giddy up, giddy up. And the Prime Minister, it was said that at that time was shown, never set on the prayer. In England, I see the sun never rises. It's always dark and gloomy. There's never light hardly. It's so cloudy. Something they said in those days. In those days, 60 or 70, he had thousands and thousands of people under him. The serving spirit is not something demeaning. The serving spirit does not make us lower than what we are. It is here that is truly in self, that one supreme Lord, that one supreme entity, purifying consciousness and bring it back to the original state of the consciousness, which is actually a state of love. Love and bliss are one and the same thing. The spiritual platform. Nothing else is bliss than that. All religious traditions, across the religious creation, we will see went into rapturous ecstasy. We are basically seekers of happiness, something so significantly higher and better that they considered the world to be insignificant. That was their calling. That was their spontaneous ring. And that is reflected in many of the scriptures of the world. And the real spiritual processes which are fundamentally written within, then the world will be a place so serve. They will as
out of coverage area, see the devil's trying to reach me, but I'm out of coverage area, out of coverage area, out of coverage area.